Is there anything new to discover? Is the system of Stanton bounded and defined? No reason to explore, no reason to travel. Nothing to find not marked by a waypoint or mission. I had a dream where the sun rose over Microtech and cast a white illumination on an undiscovered harvestable. It seemed so real. Was it a dream? Or was it foreshadowing of things to come?
I really love mining in the beautiful landscape here on Microtech.
It's pretty nice. I'm a little surprised that your programming accounts for something as esoteric as beauty, Mobi.
I'm full of all kinds of things you haven't discovered yet.
It's true. You never cease to amaze. And a few more chunks of these rocks and we'll be...
I have an urgent message from Reed headquarters. It's Admiral Cody from the Science Division.
Wow. Okay, well, put him through.
Hey Earth, how's the mining going?
The usual. I'm being the master of low-value mining.
You do love your copper and corundum, but I'm calling you about something else. Looks like we picked up a biological life sign in one of our long-range scans. A scientist told us that it was a new harvestable of sorts. I know you're in a mining run, but you're pretty close to the location, and the Science Division really needs a second pair of eyes on it, just for confirmation.
Long-range scans for biologicals? Do they know that's not actually a thing yet in the game?
Sweetie, just go with it. We're trying to make a video.
Sure, Cody. Give me the coordinates and we'll check it out.
I can only really give you the general area of Calhoun Pass Emergency Shelter, but from there you're going to have to do a little bit of searching.
No problem. We got it covered. Earth out.
Good luck out there, Earth.
Well now, let's wrap up this rock and get looking. We're already in the general area we need to be, so let's just do some low-flying visual scans and see what we can see.
I'm not seeing anything.
Me neither. Tell you what, let's set the ship down and see what we can find on foot. Alright, so this was an even worse idea. We're just not able to cover enough ground to be able to find a harvestable that's probably somewhat rare. Let's get back to the ship, continue with the slow and low visual scans.
I think I see something. It's a peculiar looking white stump. I haven't seen anything like that yet in this biome.
You're right, that does look kind of weird. Let's set the ship down and check it out. This is it. It's what Admiral Cody was talking about. This is pretty exciting. To find something new and undiscovered in the verse.
I have to admit, I'm pretty excited as well. To quote what I've heard you say before, just because you haven't seen it, doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
That's right. And here's the proof we need. Let's gather up some of these specimens and continue searching. Look, there's another one close by. All right, we found 2 stumps, each with about 3 or 4 of these harvestables. so we know they exist. But you know what? You know what I'd like to do?
What?
I'd like to find another one, but a little farther away, just to try to prove it's not some single cluster on the planet. That way, we'll know whether or not there are others to find in the area if somebody wants to be patient and go looking for them.
You do a lot of foolish things, but I like that you always want to push the boundaries.
Look, there's another one. And it's roughly about 10 kilometers away from the other two we found. So that's at least some evidence that you can find these things scattered around a bit.
So what's next?
Next is to try to find some place to sell these and determine what they're worth. I mean, I doubt they're really all that valuable, but it's still good information to know. Alright, so they don't want them at Microtech Planetary Services or the TDD, Trade and Development Division. Let's go and check Port Tressler. I doubt they'll want them, but it's worth a try. They're not interested either, but let's not give up. Tell you what, we'll take a little ride across the system and check over at HER1. It's probably also a no-go, but might as well check one of the rest stop refinery areas as well.
Still nothing, but I had an idea on the way here. The Amayoshi plague mushrooms were bought at the research facilities. Maybe they will also want this heart of the woods tree fungus.
Good idea. Let's go. And while we're at it, we'll go over to Crusader and check Port Olisar.
We're really not having any luck, but I'm also starting to get very suspicious about something.
What's that?
I think the bug that is making trade kiosks not show commodities is causing us a problem in our effort to sell the Harvestable.
You are probably right. I don't think we can rely on any of this data on where to sell them right now. We'll go over to Grimhex just for kicks though and see what happens. Nothing here either. Well, there's only one thing left to do.
You've got that sound in your voice again that makes me nervous. What is it?
Eat one and see if it's edible.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
No, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
I'm pulling out my medical pen.
Well, health is good, heartbeat normal, nutrition is okay. Hey, wait, you know what? Just a few minutes ago, I was at 50-something% health from when I ran out of that airlock without my helmet on.
Yes, I remember.
And now, I seem to be at full health.
You know, it could just as easily have gone the other way.
You worry way too much, Mobi.
I'll also tell our viewers that you tried dropping a storage box on the cargo grid of your Cutlass, and repeated these selling points, including one of the agricultural outposts, and were still unable to sell the fungus.
This has been a tough adventure, Mobi.
I did forget to tell you something. The Reed Science Division has found another rare Harvestable, and Admiral Cody has requested you check that one out as well.
Well, let's get going. Who knows what else we'll discover out there? Like and subscribe to make sure you don't miss part 2 of these new Harvestables. And don't forget to check out the Reedcast podcast, available at the link in the description.